Good day, everyone. My name is Arssen. I'm a commentary gachatuber, and I have a Strawpage. Strawpage is a website that allows you to make your custom web page where you can receive questions and drawings. Now, most of you may know me as the gal who made those expose videos on Chibimission's founder Beowulf. Well, those videos blew up, and so did my Strawpage inbox. I received a lot of questions, opinions, and art that I believe shouldn't be limited to YouTube posts. So, to be more efficient and provide bonus content for my audience, I would like to welcome all of you to the first episode of Arssen's Strawpage Submissions, also known as. The first question in my inbox is, how do you make your videos? Like, how do you make your character move and all? Also, what program do you use? I'm glad you asked this. While my video editing style has changed, the main process has stayed the same. When I make my video essays, I start with a script on Google Docs where I make sure that what I am saying is factual, accurate, and concise. At the same time, I have a folder where I keep all the screenshots, photos, and videos that I will use. Prior to the video, The Truth About Beowulf and Chibimation, I would use Viadotube Mini to make my character move and change expressions. However, this became too boring to me, so I switched to the classic style of having a static character who changes poses. My dynamic backgrounds are from video games such as Honkai Star Rail, and the goal of this is to have my character feel like she's living within the world. For my audio, I recorded with my Blue Yeti X microphone in Audacity, while my background music comes from video game soundtracks since they are unlikely to be copyrighted. Finally, I edit all my videos within the program DaVinci Resolve, which I believe is the best free video editing software. Hi, I tried joining the Discord but I'm 14 and it's 16 plus. Any other way I can share art of the goat Arssen? If you guys didn't know, I have a Discord server that I periodically open from time to time. I do not allow people under the age of 16 because I don't want any inappropriate interactions occurring when I am not present. I believe that older teenagers are more responsible and will be able to better inform me when someone is acting out of line. I am aware that my audience has become more of those on the younger side, so I want to have this firm boundary for their safety. However, for submissions like fan art, memes, cursed edits, and info dumps, I set up a subreddit called r/Arssen Submissions so that anyone 13 and above can send in their fanworks. I have strict rules there and anyone caught breaking them will be banned immediately. I'm looking forward to seeing all the creative works that you guys have made. I'm also a tomboy and I can relate, lol. I get too lazy to shave my legs and I perfect comfy clothes rather than anything girly, although I don't despise it, but anything that's not like masculine feels weird to me. For context, this submission refers to a previous submission where I stated that I'm a tomboy that prefers wearing jeans. My style leans more masculine due to convenience, and preppy aesthetics don't really suit me. When I do get my legs waxed or shaved clean, I enjoy wearing free-flowing skirts like the one from Uniqlo. I am all for wearing what you like as long as it is appropriate. We can't go out to the public park wearing nothing but a thong now, would we? What's a crazy memory that you had when you were in school? That is, if you have one. I'm still in school, I go to university, and there was an incident a while back that was extremely creepy. Every year, there is a big welcoming event for the freshmen in order to show them around the campus and introduce them to the culture. Sophomores, juniors, and even seniors volunteer to make the event the best it can be, since it is the first impression that these new students will have of the school. Now, for this particular event, there was someone who we will call T. T was a guy who really loved his time at the university, so much so that he made being a student here his entire personality. He saw that the welcoming event was around the corner, so what did he do? He dressed up in a really tight Power Rangers suit in order to help welcome the freshmen. And when I mean welcome, I mean sneak into the event to hug freshmen and invite them to do things one-on-one. Mind you, this guy was like fucking 25 and 250 pounds, doing this to people who are around 16 to 18 years old. Imagine trying to enjoy your first day as a college student only for this obese predator in a shitty Power Ranger costume to come out and harass you. Once the volunteers caught him doing these things, they banned him from the event and escorted him out. Now, when he was confronted by the organizers, he tried to justify it by saying that he was working because he was an intern in the guidance counselor office. After this, he was summoned by his supervisor to talk about it, and he started to downplay it by stating that he didn't know it was wrong. Due to his behavior, he is permanently banned from the event, banned from freshman discords, blocked from commenting on the event's Instagram page, and security patrolled the campus the whole time to make sure his creepy ass doesn't come back. Apparently, this wasn't the first time he did something like this, since he had a history of targeting freshmen. Moral of the story? Learn to move on with your life and don't be a predator. To cleanse ourselves from the creepiness of Mr. Power Predator, I would like to showcase the recent fan art sent into my inbox. This one here is really pretty. I love the colors you used and how you included a matchstick, which is the inspiration for my avatar. Oh, and I also see a star. That's neat. The second fan art has a pretty silly expression while having me jump on what I can assume is Finn from Adventure Time's head. The third one is a cool doodle of me throwing up peace signs. I love all the art that you guys submit to me, and I would want to commission y'all one day. Back to the questions, we have some general ones here that I can answer quickly. What's your zodiac sign? Aries. What's your favorite color? Maroon. Who's your favorite Genshin character, including ones you don't have? Navia, Child, and Farina. Do you like YouTube poops? Depends on how funny they are. If you don't watch Invincible, I'll assume you're into The Boys TV show? Nope, I don't watch The Boys either. Favorite Vocaloid/Vocaloid song? My favorite Vocaloid is Otomachi Una, while my favorite Vocaloid song is Heal Me by Luna. You know, before I became a commentary YouTuber, I used to make Vocaloid and synthesizer V covers. My first cover was Your Reality using the Vocaloid decks. If you want to listen to the covers that I made, you can find them in my synthesizer V covers playlist. What kind of drinks do you like? The child-friendly answer? Lattes. For those above 18, draft beer. Do you prefer denim skirts or pleated skirts? Pleated because they are more versatile. Do you have any hear me outs? Dave, from the 2015 animated Alvin and the Chipmunks show. Look at his character design over the years. They did not have to cook hard for a crappy TV show. I would tap that DILF in a heartbeat. What's your biggest pet peeve? When someone says, "Oh, I can't tell you, it's not my story to tell," or they say, "behind the scenes," when talking about how someone we both know is actually a terrible person. If it's not your story to tell, why are you vague posting about it? Also, if this person has done something heinous, shouldn't informing the public about what they did be more important? As someone who values having all sides of a story and concrete evidence, it irritates me so much. If you truly cared about protecting people from a horrible person, you'd show me what they did. If you don't, and you resort to the two excuses I mentioned, you're either performative or you're lying. What's your opinion on lads? Love in Deep Space. Me personally, I don't really trust it. And I'm saying this as a female. I like Love in Deep Space. Caleb is my dream guy. The characters are well written and hot, but I don't really play the actual game because of the gacha. Anyways, it's your opinion. I don't see why you need to clarify you're a girl when not all girls like otome games. How does being a centrist work? Like you have views you agree with on both sides of the spectrum? Or you don't agree with either? It just means that I don't have a preferred side of the spectrum. There are viewpoints that I will agree and disagree with. My stance will depend on what the topic is and the arguments surrounding it. Have you considered learning how to do art or animate? If so, you can check out Lavender Town or this book called animator survival kit which I'm getting for my birthday soon along with an Android lol. Actually, I do like to draw from time to time. While it's not as good as the art being sent to me, I'm able to express my ideas in my head and practice to get better. My goal is to develop a consistent art style because right now it is very inconsistent. Then, I will work towards making my art look more aesthetic. One day, I will have a cool anime gacha art style. In terms of animation, I think at most I would try to learn how to do tweening in DaVinci Resolve. I'm not interested in doing traditional frame-by-frame animations. I have an interesting topic you can cover: the plush shop allegations. If you guys have topics that you would like for me to cover, post them on the subreddit r/Arssen submissions. Please include the links to the relevant posts, use Imgur for screenshots, and if possible, archive your links using the Wayback Machine or other archival sites so that I can access it even if the user deletes their posts. Now, I've received a few questions about Beowulf. Anon writes, do you think it's at all possible Beo does have a diagnosis of DID, but then decided to exaggerate the details of it? It is possible. I think he could have a diagnosis of it if he showed the symptoms associated with DID. The way he presents his DID, though, doesn't seem like an exaggeration of something real. In my opinion, he looked like the people who would fake DID on TikTok back in the day for roleplay content. I think Beowulf's audience is too nice to seriously question the legitimacy of his claims. Will you do more videos on Beo anytime soon? I will make a third video on Beowulf if he chooses to make a proper response to all the allegations and criticisms levied at him. I do not want to milk him for content. I want answers. Though, if you guys are interested in my opinions of him, you can continue to send me questions on the Strawpage or talk about it in the general channel of my Discord. How would you react if you hit 1 million subscribers? I would thank everyone who helped me achieve that accomplishment and use my increased earnings to commission someone for a full-body gacha VTuber model. That way, I can make videos with more animation and funny gags that involve me interacting with whatever video game background I place. Now, I think that's a good place to end this video. If you want your questions featured in the next episode, please send them at arsenpsychorax.straw.page. If you want to send in fan art, memes, and informative posts about various topics, you can post them at r/Arssen submissions. I will open my Discord for a limited time, so if you want to join to talk about anything under the sun and have some fun, join through this link on screen and in the description. You have a week to join before the link closes. I hope you guys enjoyed this first installment of Ass, and if you liked it, please hit that like button and subscribe for more.